Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're talking about the Benelli Trk 502X. By the end of this video, I'm going to tell you, the viewer, whether or not this bike right here is a good buy, or if you should be saying goodbye. And before we get going, if you could just remember to hit that subscribe button at the end of this video, that would be super appreciated. We're shooting for 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, but I'm going to stop talking about that now. Let's talk about some specs. This bike weighs in at a stonking 470 pounds, or about 213 kilograms. And even at a glance, this thing looks beefy. Look at that big nose. It's like a moose. It's powered by the Benelli GT engine and cranks out a whopping 47 horsepower, or 35 kilowatts, 33 foot-pounds of torque, or 46 newton meters. Seat height is right at 33 inches or 860 millimeters. ABS is standard on the 320 millimeter discs up front. One note that I really want to touch on, they say this is a lightweight exhaust system on their website. In fact, it's one of the highlights, they say. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that does not look lightweight. You know, there's my hand. That's a big exhaust, man. Looks like you get a set of axle spools. I don't usually see that coming on bikes from the factory. That's pretty cool. You also get a center stand, as should be the case with any ADV motorcycle. It's fuel injected, and it gets a very respectable 68 miles per gallon, which is a big deal for the ADV guys. That's enough specs. We're gonna take this bike out, and we're gonna ride it, and we're gonna get our genuine first impressions. So, let's get to it. So, the first thing I notice about this bike, the display on this motorcycle is budget. Completely analog on the left side with a small LCD. It does show me pretty much everything I need to see. The controls are different. I don't really think I've felt buttons like this before or seen buttons like this before, even on the other Benelli. They look a little cartoony to me. I don't know what's up with that. And they also have these auxiliary switches. I don't know what they do. Can someone in the comments please tell me what these are all about? I'm not a big fan of the grips either. These feel a little slick. I don't know. I would swap these out with something different. I do appreciate the bark busters, hand guards, whatever you want to call them, the adjustable levers from the factory, and the big windscreen for that wind protection on long hauls. Crash bars are super cool too. Big ups to Benelli for providing that. And a little 12-volt power outlet. That's pretty sick. So if you have like a RAM phone mount or something, or a quad lock, clip it there, run your charger, keep your phone charged the whole time. You'll never be without it. In the lower RPMs, the motor feels a little gutless, but I guess that's okay, because whenever you have a bike like this and you're dual sporting around, you don't want an abundance of torque in the low end unless you're doing like hill climbing or Dakar, super aggressive riding stuff. As far as seating position goes, I'm very comfortable. The motor does have a considerable amount of vibration, and yes, I'm in my squiddly Vans, so I'm probably getting more vibration than you would if you were wearing a thicker pair of boots, but I'm feeling that right now, for sure. The bars have a weird bend to them as well, and they feel pretty narrow. In fact, the Benelli Leoncino trail, that bike's bars felt significantly wider than these bars. I don't know why they would do that, because if you're on an ADV style motorcycle, I would think that you'd want larger bars or wider bars for better control. Try a short burst of acceleration. Second gear, first gear, 6,000 RPM. Wow, that's that's a little underwhelming. Again though, you know, it's an ADV bike and it's heavy. At 470 pounds, that's very heavy for a 500cc engine to be pulling. The bike I'm going to mention is nothing like this one. However, my MT10 weighs 463 pounds and has a liter in it, making 160 horse. This weighs 7 pounds more and doesn't even make half of that. So you can imagine that this is not going to be the zippiest or the spunkiest motorcycle out of the bunch. I mean, I am pinned, dude. This motor, this motor in this bike does not fit super well. However, for an entry-level ADV bike for a beginner, I think that's really friendly. I think that's a good thing. You know, you don't need the most nimble, torquey adventure bike for a beginner rider. This could be something they'd be interested in. Let me know in the comments what you think. The factory seat is super comfortable. I know I said I'm comfortable in my seating position, but the seat itself has a pretty good amount of padding in it, and it feels like it would be pretty sustainable for at least, you know, an hour or two. The exhaust note on this bike, I'm not sure what to make of it. I feel like the Leoncino had a better exhaust note. I don't know, this has, it's hard to, at like this right here, it sounds like an inline 4 idling, you know? See what I mean? Kinda? Maybe? No? Am I crazy? Alright. Oh my gosh, dude. This motor, you just gotta wring the piss guts out of it to get any sort of like exhilaration or just like feeling, and it just doesn't feel premium. I don't know what I'm feeling about this motor right now, but it's not doing it for me. Suspension check. Okay, all right. You know, that was pretty decent. Let's get another suspension check. Oh, they cleared out that bump in the road, man. Boring. I was gonna be so good for this. Whatever. Okay, let's try a 0 to 60 test instead. Go on. Get. Thank you. Here we go. Before we start the 0 to 60 test, I just want to say, I'm not a professional rider, nor will I claim to be one. I'm going to do my best to get this bike from 0 to 60 as quickly as possible, though I may not have much luck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 60. Oh my God. Get me off of this motorcycle right now. Yoink. Although the review has been mostly negative up to this point, I think this bike does have a redeeming quality of being so heavy that when you're on the interstate with it, you feel really planted and unaffected by tailwinds. On this big windscreen here, and these handguards do a great job of protecting your extremities and your body from the wind. It's at least got that going for it. Roll-on power, how we looking? I'm 100% throttle. We're creeping up. Oh, dude. I mean, I'm going 80, and I'm at 7 grand, and the red line says it's at 9. Like, I think it needs different gearing, but I'm worried that if you gear it too tall, then it won't be able to have any passing power in 6th gear. It is vibrating so much on my feet. And now I'm starting to feel it in the seat. That rhymed. That's pretty neat.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, man. Oh, I do not have many great things to say about this motorcycle. You know, the Leoncino and the TNT 135, those bikes seem pretty competitive for what they are. I've shared my thoughts on those before. More so, the TNT 135 is probably more in line with the competition than the Leoncino is in terms of like pricing and everything. But man, this was kind of a letdown, not gonna lie. I guess I'll do the wheelie test. Here we go. It did it. We don't need to test it any further than that. Oh man, I am really not looking forward to doing this verdict. Sorry I'm at a weird angle. The sun's over there and it's putting a weird glare on my camera. So, my final verdict on whether or not this bike is a good buy or you should be saying goodbye. Let's get into that. So, first and foremost, I had really high hopes for this bike, and I was really let down just now.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
I guess if you just want to be different and have something that not everybody else has and looks unique, you could buy one of these. I guess you could. It comes with a bunch of stuff. The seat's comfortable. It has a center stand. It's got big brakes with ABS. So if you like that stuff, then yeah, this is a good buy. However, if you want something that's super dialed in, the manufacturer has pretty much perfected. It's got pretty good standard features. It comes in at an affordable price, comes with a great warranty, weighs a lot less than this thing, looks a lot better than this thing, and any other reason that you can think of in your head not to buy one of these, then I would say this is goodbye. Oh my God, I'm glad that's over. I think I'm gonna be sick. Let's outro. Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you so much for watching and making it this far in the video. Got pretty lucky. We got a break in the weather today. It's like 56 in the Midwest. Sun's out, shadows out, I'm out, bike's out.
Get out of here.
That's all I can think of that's out. Anyway, last I checked, about 7.5% of my subscribers were returning viewers. I'd like to see that number get into double digits. And I'd also like to see us get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, because that's been my goal since we broke the original one of 500. You don't have to, but it'd be pretty cool if you did, and it's totally free. Also, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you could, put your comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this thing. This two-wheel thing. I don't have anything else, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a great day and ride safe.